The NBA regular season has come to a close and the playoffs are kicking up. So what better time than to hand out some awards for this season? So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and let's go ahead and get into it. The first award we're going to give out this year, I'm going to give the weirdest storyline, and that's hands down going to Dillon Brooks from the Memphis Grizzlies. Because what in the world? I feel like he just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to be the bad boy of the league. I'm going to wear the most interesting, that's the word we're going to use for it, outfits. Just go out here and be a menace for no reason. Like, it just came straight out of the blue. And now he's, taken the role of being the villain of the league. And I just don't understand why. Like, he's a good basketball player when it comes to defense especially. But you're not Draymond Green. Like, we have a Draymond. We have a Chris Paul who's just out here doing stuff just to be doing it. We don't need another. You know what I mean? The next award is the biggest shocker of this season, and that's going to go to Jalen Brunson from the New York Knicks. As we know, Jalen Brunson came to the Knicks from the Mavericks. This makes sense. The Knicks kind of need a refresh. The Mavs need to make room for whoever in the world they plan on bringing in to help Luka, so they let Jalen Brunson go. But now, ever since Jalen Brunson has crossed into the New York state lines, he has become arguably one of the best point guards right now in the NBA. Like, from shooting percentage to having like 30 and 40-point games multiple times this season, I don't think anyone else saw this coming for him other than obviously himself and maybe the New York Knicks. But as the Knicks did make it into the playoffs this season, he really helped put the team back on the map. And I think they're at one of the biggest highs they've been at in a very long time. The next award is Mr. Congeniality, also known as my favorite of the season. And I'm going a little off script, and I'm giving it to the entire Cleveland Cavaliers team. Like, how do you not just are thoroughly enthralled in their games this season, from Darius Garland to putting his team on the map, making a way on his sleeve, and honestly being done so absolute dirty in that NBA All-Star. He definitely should have been one. To Evan Mobley, who's coming on the scene in his second year in the league, and again, got really outrooted and definitely should have been the defensive player of the year, but lost to Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies. And then you have Donovan Mitchell, who came off of that trade from Utah, which I was so excited about because I just could not. Now he's in Cleveland with one of the best backcourts in the NBA right now, and he even had a 71-point game this season. Like, how do you go from that to that? And I think that's really the step that the Cleveland Cavaliers needed this season to really start making a way into the postseason and becoming a threat in the East. Next, we have the White Boy of the Year. Yes, this might be a little controversial category, but as we all know, the NBA has a white boy that takes over the league every single year. For a long time there, it was Luka. During the 2020 season, when they were over there at Disney World, it was 100% Alex Caruso. And then in 2021, you probably could have gave it to Tyler Hero. And this year, the award goes to Austin Reeves. Now, if you don't know who Austin Reeves is, he was an undrafted guy who kind of worked his way up in the league and now is one of the starters, one of the most prominent players for the Lakers. Now, Alex Caruso also came from the Lakers, so that doesn't mean that Austin Reeves is going to be at the Lakers for a very long time, but he's had a really good season, and he can make really big moves on the Lakers for at least the rest of this playoff season and maybe the beginning of next season before he ultimately probably gets traded, unfortunately. The award for best performance goes to the Sacramento Kings. And this has to do with the fact that they made the playoffs for the first time in 20-something years. And they started like the beat. Like, now it's, first we all laughed at it. We were like, it is a joke. This is weird. Why are they doing that? But now it's kind of a vibe as they do it at the very end of the game. And they have this massive button that the player of the game who gets interviewed gets to hit the button, and it lights this huge purple beam outside the stadium. And it kind of looks cool. Like, I'm not going to lie. I hated on it at the beginning, but now I kind of wish I could hit the button and light the beam. Aside from them lighting the beam trend going on, they also just had a really good season. They got the 3 seed out west, got home court advantage, started out 2-0 against the series against the Warriors. A good season for them. Their fans are coming out, and people are actually giving thought to the Sacramento Kings now. And the last award I have to give out is who's going to win the NBA Finals. I think the NBA Finals could really be between the Bucks and the Suns, and it's crazy to think. Yes, there's a lot of other teams out there, but I think this is the Bucks to win or lose, especially if Giannis can come back from his back injury. Now we're going to probably look at this in a month and be like, girl, you were so off, because as we all know, I'm very bad at these predictions. But now that you know who I think should win the NBA Finals and my awards, let me know down in the comments below what awards you would give out for this NBA season and who do you think is going to win. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a new video, which are on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's still your thumb. And remember, don't be afraid to join the convo. Marcus. Oh my god, what is Mitchell's first name? Donovan. Oh my gosh.